For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to another Ultimate Team video here on the Chesnoid Gaming channel. It's FUT Champions Weekend time again. We've obviously just come out of the FUT Champions Weekend and this is part 1, the wins from my opening 20 games. There were a couple of changes made to the team from last week. As you saw briefly there at the beginning, man of the match Mkhitaryan is in at central attacking midfield, although I'll be completely honest, he lasted 2 games and then I swapped him out for legend Patrick Kluivert. So whilst there was a change, the change didn't necessarily last that long. I'm heading into this weekend with basically the 2 teams that I played with last weekend. After I went on a decent run in the middle stage of last weekend, but I wasn't able to manage my weekend as best that I wanted to, and found myself, unfortunately, just kind of playing when tired and limited with time, etc. So I found that I wasn't able to maximise my potential. Now, in this first set of 20 games, I was able to manage my time for the majority of it, and it really showed with the results that I was getting. I started off a little bit rough, I'll be honest. I lost 3 of my opening 4, but I completely flipped it from there and actually went on an 11-1 winning streak. So I was 12-4 as we hit the 16 game stage. Unfortunately, again, I was busy on Friday night and I'm going away tonight, Monday evening, to film something in London tomorrow. So time again was against me, even though they extended FUT Champions by a day. At the time that I was playing these games, that obviously wasn't happening yet. So I was trying to fit the games in, and unfortunately, I went 1-3, then went 11-1, and then lost 4 straight at the end of the night at like 2 o'clock on Saturday morning. So I was livid with myself for throwing that really good start away. It's the best start I've had on any FUT Champions yet so far was that 12-4. So that, especially the 11-1 runs, that really gave me confidence heading into the rest of the weekend. So I was hoping that this could be the potential, or this had the potential for my best weekend ever on FUT Champions, and it most definitely was my best start, even if I did slightly ruin it at the end of the opening 20 games, unfortunately. But as you can see, this was one hell of a game. It's 4-3 currently, and I was actually going to make it 5 here through Patrick Kluivert. Really nice finesser of the ball, Kluivert. I wasn't sure who to go with in the central attacking midfield role. I kind of wanted a legend, to be fair, but I wasn't sure whether to go back with Bergkamp, because I've used him previously as well, with Gonzalo Higuain up top, and then obviously I had Giggs on the left, or Overmars on the left, and Luis Figo on the right in a 4-2-3-1 when I had Bergkamp and Higgins as my front 2. But I went with Patrick Kluivert. Turned out to be an okay decision. He wasn't amazing, but he was better than man of the match Mkhitaryan, and I was getting on okay with him. I like a player that's physical and has pace and good feet, and Kluivert matches all of those criteria. So he definitely made the difference for me. Stepped up his performances. Really nice finesse with the ball, like I say. Yaya Toure, they're playing through Willian here to bring us back level in this one. We actually went behind, and this was the start of the winning run. The 6-3 in the game before. Kante waiting for the right moment to play the pass, and then Sergio Aguero tucking that one nicely away into the bottom corner. We were going to make it 3-1 heading up the other end. Not long after that, actually, Aguero through to N'Golo Kante. Not the highest of goal scorers, not my most prolific of goal scorers, but every now and then he pops up with a really nice finish. That one tidily tucked away, and then in stoppage time, Willian here is going to just square it across the inside, and Aguero buries it into the back of the net to make it 4-1. Now, I play with a 4-2-3-1, as you guys know. The 4-2-3-1 wide, the 4-2-3-1 quote-unquote 2, like you see in brackets there, the 4-1-2-1-2. It's the second variant. I play with the second variant of the 4-2-3-1. It's just the formation that I'm most comfortable with, and the formation where especially when I have the right players in a team, I just feel like I know where everyone's going to be at any given moment, and it's the formation I feel like I do my best with. Really nice finish there from Michael Owen, actually, to give us a 1-0 lead here. But because of the formation and the way it's set up, and the way just in general that I play, I am heavily reliant on my central attacking midfielder and my striker for the majority of my goals. You'll see throughout, and you may have noticed over the past couple of weeks, a lot of my goals in this team came from Michael Owen and from Luis Suarez. And a lot of my goals in the Premier League team came from Sergio Aguero, and then whoever was playing at central attacking midfield behind him, whether it be third in form Christian Eriksen or man of the match Mkhitaryan or Patrick Kluivert, etc. A lot of the goals, I'd say a good 80 to 85% of my goals come through those two players in that formation. Thankfully, SBC, Luis Suarez and Michael Owen and Sergio Aguero and Patrick Kluivert are absolutely deadly in front of goal. So I didn't have to worry too much about goal scoring. You can see Luis Suarez, what a turn and a tidy little finish as well. He's probably my favourite player right now, actually, this SBC Luis Suarez. Really, really enjoying playing with him. He's just so good. You feel so confident in front of goal. You just trust that every time he gets an opportunity, he's going to tuck it away into the bottom corner. Not just get it into the net, but in style as well, and be extremely accurate. I get really unlucky here with the deflection off the goalkeeper after he saves it and punches it straight to his man. But thankfully, we held on for the 2-1 victory. And we push into the next game. I was actually struggling a lot with that this weekend, with my goalkeeper, David De Gea, just palming the ball straight to opposition players, or especially in the second half of the weekend's games, with tackles just rebounding straight back to opposition players, or bounces off the post and things like that. Or people, like, you tackle someone and then they just run off with the ball still. But that's for Wednesday's episode. I'll go into a lot more greater detail about the second half of the games in Wednesday's episode. But we're going to concentrate on the first 20 here, as we always do on a Monday. And the first 20, at least the first 16, were absolutely brilliant. That 11-1 run is, or the run that we're on here, as you see in the background, was the best run that I've gone on so far. And I mean, I thought last week I felt confident playing with this team, going on a decent run, but my God, I felt untouchable on that 11. Obviously, not completely untouchable because I lost one game, but that 11 win streak was just unreal. I felt so good. I was playing such good FIFA, and I was just at ease with myself. Unfortunately, like I say, obviously, at that stage, we weren't aware that we were going to get the extra 24 hours to fit the games in because of the server issues. So I tried to squeeze in an extra few games. I wanted to manage my weekend properly this weekend, and then the opportunity to go down to London on Tuesday cropped up midweek. I got an email midweek about something to go down and film something that I can't as of yet talk about, but you will see stuff from that in due course. But so I wasn't able to manage my weekend as I wanted to. This upcoming weekend, I think I'm going to cancel everything that I have planned, and I'm solely going to concentrate on FUT Champions. And then, I was on that 11-1 run, and then I lost the game, and had I had the ability to manage my weekend, I would have just stopped there, or maybe stopped after the second loss and be like, right, okay, fine, I'm clearly not playing good football right now, I'm going to stop, have a break, come back later or tomorrow. And again, the rebounds, man, the rebounds, this is when it started. But yeah, I think this upcoming weekend, well, most notably actually, I've completely sold everybody. I had a rather tumultuous second half of the weekend, as you may have seen from Twitter. I'm going to try and keep my Twitter rants to a minimum from now on, because I'm getting frustrated at the way that I start to vent on Twitter, so I can't even begin to imagine what it's like for you guys watching me absolutely melt down every single week. But at this particular moment, I wasn't melting down at all. I was having a whale of a time. This guy's team looks very, very strong, by the way, and it was very, very strong. Sadio Mane here up against Felipe Luis. Just pace and power. So good, this one to watch in this case, but second in form, Sadio Mane. Absolutely brilliant card. So difficult to play against. Luis Suarez, though, also difficult to play against, thankfully, for me, with regards to the opposition. Tucks that one away nicely. And I did tweet about this goal, actually. I think I tweeted something like, the rush you get when you score a 120th minute winner, and in that sort of style as well. This was an extremely difficult game, and to keep the winning run going with a goal like that in the 120th minute, I tell you what, my heart was pounding at this particular moment. I was absolutely on edge. Up next is Greasy Sausage, and lol. And he's got actually position change. Alexis Sanchez there at striker. I used him last week, didn't I? Briefly in the cam role in the Premier League side, that was then replaced by man of the match Mkhitaryan, who was subsequently quickly replaced with the legend Patrick Kluivert. Michael Owen set away down this right hand side, though, gets away from Hector Bellerin, back to Carrasco. He's very, very good on that left hand side. Highly recommend you pick up 87 Carrasco. But Owen leaves the defender for dead, and then I get slightly lucky with the deflection off Luke Shaw, but I think the ball was headed into the back of the net anyway, and as it turned out, that was the only goal of the game. So perhaps slightly lucky to have been able to come through the past two games with the victory, or maybe that was just a sign of the football that I was playing. I was earning that luck, getting the last minute 120th minute winner, and then earning the opportunity to have the chance to get the deflection into the back of the net for that 1-0 victory. Up next, another really strong side with a couple of red informs in there. Obviously, that the guys won through FUT champions so far this year. Suarez into Iniesta, into Michael Owen, laid back. You can see the football I'm playing, it's really patient in the build-up, and it's where I succeeded and excelled last week as well when I went on my run. I don't know, it's all about mindset. It really is. I mean, half of the battle isn't FIFA ability, half of it is just mindset and your ability to be patient and play the right pass at the right time. Because when you start playing on tilt and you're raging, then you just don't think straight. Lovely finesse finish from Patrick Kluivert here, by the way, on the edge of the box in the 90th minute. Then he decided he was just going to score own goals and gave me a fourth goal, and then subsequently straight from kickoff from that, played back to his keeper, gave me a fifth. So we got a 5-0 win from that one, even though I only earned 3 of the goals, but I'll take it. Thank you for the extra coins. Coming up against the Serie A side next, and SBC Insigne's very nice card, actually. I didn't do either that or the Parolo SBC. When they were doing those quick-fire flash SBCs, I don't think I did any of them off the top of my head. I may have done one, but I don't think... I don't think I did any of them. I really wish I'd done the Juanfran one, the right back from Atleti, because there aren't that many options at right back in in La Liga, and I absolutely adore Juanfran. He's been my go-to right back for that league for years. So I was quite frustrated at myself when I was like, you know what? No, I'll save coins and I won't do it. And now, a couple of months later, I'm like, I really wish I had that card. But Carrasco breaks into the box here. Suarez unlucky with the initial shot, but it does drop back to Paul Scholes. But we already had the 1-0 lead anyway, and that brought the rage quit from this guy. He just decided he had enough with 10 minutes to go, 2-0 down. So he left, and that gave us our 11th win. And then we were moving into the final game here of the opening 20. Like I say, I was 12-4 after this game, and then for some reason just lost 4. I mean, I am the most inconsistent player you will ever come to meet on Ultimate Team. I went 1-3, then 11-1, and then lost 4 in a row. Who does that? Honestly, who does that? So I mentioned this on Twitter yesterday. I mean, I apologise to Liverpool fans because I kind of used a joke with regards to Liverpool Football Club, but I say I kind of feel like a Liverpool fan. Like, obviously, each season is kind of like the stereotypical thing that Liverpool fans are like, next year is going to be our year. And I keep doing that with FUT Champions. I'm like, next week, I'm going to manage my weekend, I'm going to play calm, and I'm going to play patient for the entire weekend, for the full 40, not just for, 10, 15 games at a time, and I'm going to get myself into Elite 3. As it happened, you'll find out on Wednesday, if you don't already know from what happened on Twitter, what transpired in my latter 20 games, but as good as these opening 16 were, it was complete polar opposite for the next few before I managed to pull it around in the final 10 games or so. So we will address that in due course on Wednesday, but obviously I'm only showing you my wins here, so you won't see all of the losses I got in Wednesday's episode, but I will go through it with you, and then obviously on Friday when we do the rewards, I'll be able to show you the stats. I tracked my stats again on FUTWiz as I did last week, and we'll go through those on Friday's episode. But for now, that's where we'll leave off for today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Let me know in the comment section down below how you got on this FUT Champions weekend. I'll be making there's a My Player episode coming out tomorrow, one that was pre-recorded, and then thank you for all the feedback, by the way, on the My Player episode, or quote-unquote My Player episode, on Sunday, where we raised the question about the future of the series, and I'll be addressing that more in Thursday's video. But for now, thank you very much for watching. Check the channel page for anything you may have missed, whether it be Ultimate Team or My Player or the Career Mode RTG. But for now, I'll see you next time.